Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be talking about how you can study abroad with loan. So if you're that person who is out there thinking about, oh, I'm so frustrated, I've been trying to get support, I've been trying to apply for several scholarships to be able to meet up this my dream of going to study abroad. And it seems every time the harder you try, you keep on, hitting that stumbling block. Well, I don't think you should worry anymore because now there are loads of opportunities where you can actually study abroad on loan. Okay, so you can actually study abroad now on loan, and it is quite simple and it is quite straightforward. So in today's video, I'll be talking deeply or mainly with you on our venues and how we can support you at Isobi Royal Consult Limited to be able to apply to universities that will give you offer to study the course of your choice, and then at the same time facilitate or support you in applying for those study abroad loans. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's dive deep into it. But if, for instance, today is your first time of tuning into this channel or page, thank you for coming on board. And I would love to plead with you to please like and share this particular video and also send it to others so that they can also benefit from the informations that you are receiving today. And for those who are also returning subscribers, thank you for your support and for always being there. All right. So um, let us go straight into um, the details of what the study abroad loan is like for you. All right. So what is the procedure? The procedure, first of all, is for us to secure an admission, like I said before, in eligible institutions. First of all, there are so many countries that you can study with loan, including the USA, Canada, the UK, which is our major um, area of concentration for today's video, and then as well as other countries, including Australia. All right. Now, if for example UK is your destination, then please watch this video to the end. Although I'll be chipping in ideas about other countries that we are also doing or supporting people to apply for loan to study. Okay, and then I'll also be giving you guiding you through. You can see a WhatsApp chat and documents of one of our students I'm just using as a case study who have also secured this loan, and how we supported them and how transparent the process is. Okay, and then I will also guide you, just show you a website or an interface of how one of the one of the finance companies, how their page is like as well, for you to see an example of how the page looks like. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us just go straight into that particular one. So if you look, for example, before we talk deep down, if you look at this page, for example, let's say um, you come to this page, for example, what you're going to see is, for example, you see this page where you can see your calculate your loan. So if you want to calculate how much loan you have, for example, this my particular student was awarded 18,500 pounds, 500 US dollars as a study abroad approval. So in that loan, it covers only his tuition fee. Okay, that means he has to sort out his living expenses, which most of you, all you need is just the school fees and guarantee that when you come here, the school will not remove your name, you know, when you are already studying, which will make them report you to the immigration office and then even deport you or force you to leave before your time. Okay, so that worry is taken away from you with these loan options, because when you come here, you've paid your tuition deposit, whatever you've paid, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000 pounds. Let me use the UK for example. And then when you are into your study, the school says it's the time again for you to pay part of your school fees or another installment of your school fees, and then you don't have it to pay. So at that point, the school will have to delist your name from the school, block you from every access you have with the school. In that case, you can't do assignment, you can't do anything. Sometimes they might give you warnings, but after some time, they will just fully or permanently remove your name from the school. And then what now happens is they will now report you to the UK Home Office. And at that point, you'll be given time to leave the country. But that is what this kind of loan will cover for you. Okay. For example, I've got my student who is going to study at the University of Hertfordshire, which is one of the partner institutions we can apply for you. And then after you've received your offer, shortlist your name for the scholarship. I'll show you how we've done that with this student anyway. So let's look, for example, on the one of the finance companies page. In this case, is Prodigy that will support. What you see, for example, let me say my our student in this case got $18,500. So let's see how it works. So if you say you are going for $18,500, that is what you and them have calculated that you may need. Okay. And again, how much interest will you pay? The interest rate you're going to pay could be as minimum as 8 point something, it's $10 percent APR. Okay. That means annual percentage rate. So it's at the end of the year they calculate it. So what that means is that, for example, you have this student, they approve for him 10.18, sorry, 14.65 APR. Okay. So for this student, it was approved for him 18,500 USD, and then at an interest for a period of 7 years. Okay. A repayment period of 7 years. That's how much time he has to pay this money back. And then the interest rate. So that is a period of 7 years. Okay. 7 years at an interest rate of 60, 14.65. Okay, so you can slide this one down to 14.6. We can say 14.7 as an approximate. Okay, in this case, you don't need a cosigner, you don't need the collateral in this kind of loan. That's the good news. Okay, now you can see it's showing here how much this person needs to pay back. Okay, just an estimate. You can actually estimate this on their website. All right, now for this particular student, he was given 14.7 and he's going to pay seven in 7 years. Okay. And then how much is he going to pay back? Monthly repayment of 503 USD for that 7 years. Now you can also pay back sooner, depending. Yes, there's no issue. If you want to clear off the debt, quicker, you can also do that and pay off your debt. All right. Now that is that. So if it was to do that, we're gonna click apply. This, if you do it yourself, it might take some time, and you might miss some of the issues or points that you would have considered to be able to find yourself successful. Okay, so that is how you are going to just see how much you can borrow and how much you can also be paying back for a period of 7 years. Now, for this student, you're supposed to start school in 2026, 2025, and to finish, I think, 2027 or so. And then it's in September. Then it's supposed to now start paying back from April of 2028. Okay, that's like almost 6 to 7 months after graduation. You can now start paying back the loan. During your period of study, there is no obligation for you to be paying. But if you choose to, of course, you can start paying from then so that you reduce your financial or loan burden. Okay, so that is how it works in terms of the user interface of this particular finance company. Okay, you can see other things there. What is the cost of the loan, which we'll be covering in this video as we go. But let's just quickly take a look at a practical example of what was approved for our student. Okay, so you will understand what we're talking about. So if I go to, so this document you are seeing here is the loan. This document you are seeing here is the loan approval for this particular student, as I was saying. So he applied for a loan, and then after discussion, after we referred him to the loan team, then they discuss with him, look at his situation, what he has in his account, because he must not have zero, whatever currency, he must have some money. So after everything, what was approved for him was 18,500 USD. Okay, and I think his school fees are about 17,000 or 18,000 or 15,000 pounds. All right. Now let's see. This university is University of Hertfordshire and is going to study MSc in cybersecurity, which is eligible for the loan, and it's for a period of September 2025 to September 2027. Okay. Now the next section you are seeing there is so you see the loan period. No living expenses was approved. Okay, there was no living expenses approved here. All right, but you can see amount approved was 18,500 USD for tuition fees, and the period is covering and the course that is also going for. Now the next one is customize your loan. So you can see what was covered in the loan, 18,500 USD, with an interest rate of 14.65%, approximately 14.7 variable. APR, that means annual percentage rate. What that means is that at the end of the year, if the percentage is 14.65R, APR, you do 14.65 times the loan amount you borrowed. Okay, that tells you what you will pay in a year, and then they'll multiply it by the number of years you want to pay it back. But of course, this is not just the only formula you can use. As you start paying back again, it will start reducing your financial burden. Okay, now you can see other sections. You say how many years. This one on the red sign here, you can see 7 years. Okay, so it says the interest rate uses the simple interest rate formula, meaning it does not compound. It only starts to accrue once the loan is disbursed. Estimated um, to be on 18th October 2024. So whatever it is, this one is for 2025 students anyway. Now, um, your minimum rate can be from 10.18 plus 4.47 variable rate, and that is how they arrived at that 14.65 interest rate. Okay, there's a fixed rate of 10.18 and then a variable one of 4.47, which it might increase, it might even drop down to 10.18, which is most times the case. Okay, predicted to be around, you can see the arrow there, predicted to be around 2030. Okay, now at the end of the day, as you can see here, so the loan amount is 18,005. Admin fee, which you are not paying to them, is part of the loan they are giving you, is 740 USD. So meaning the interest you are going to pay at the end of your 7 years is 23,422, which, like I said, you don't need to wait till 7 years before you pay off. And then the total repayable, everything you'll not be paying if you pay off in that 7 years is of 84 months times 508, because once you start paying, you're paying back 508 USD every month. Okay, so at the end of the day, you can now see that you pay that amount and you're paying 508 every month. All right, if you want to go down again, down here, you can see full details of your offer, installment of 507, which 508, which you will start payment on the 28th of April 2028. Remember, this student is graduating in 2027, and after they graduate, they still have some time from September 2027 to April 2028 when they will start paying back. Like I said, you might come inside the country and you start hustling, or you start receiving money, you can choose to pay. And again, this school does not disburse the full amount to the university. They might maybe disburse probably $9,000 in the first installment to the university, and the university will give another installment invoice again later in the year. Okay, so maybe after your first disbursement of 9,000 out of your 18,005, you might even choose to stop the loan. So that means they will have to recalculate based on that. You've already entered the country, you find your base, you are now making money. Okay, you don't want so much loan. You can go back to the company to recalculate based on what you've now so you can say you've gotten some money now, you want to stop the loan. So at the first, after first installment, you stop the loan. Okay, they will have to recalculate again. All right, so that's why it is good. It's a good option for those of you who are lacking funds to just do it on your own. So you can see I've just given everything that you can see on the screen. So let's see in terms of the process of how we do our own. Okay, so if we go to this is me interacting with my own student now on WhatsApp, which is most times our means of communication. Apart from just being email, we can also friendly chat with you on WhatsApp, and you can see our business page there. I've submitted the YX certificate as requested in the conditional offer and the passport biodata page. All right, so you can see after student receives offer, we now on just a simple button or one button click on our CRM, our software. We just click shortlist the student for loan if you have told us you want loan, and then of course by then we would have discussed eligibility for the loan, which school you are going to, what course you are going for, and all of that, and affordability of your school fees as well. So you've received offer from us, as you can see here. I will now shortlist your name to the loan company or the loan staff that will manage your case. And then you can see, say, hello partner, thanks for confirming the information. I am happy to inform you that both of the universities and the programs are eligible for the loan. To proceed further with the loan application, please share your WhatsApp contact for better communication. All right, so they communicate with the students, tell the student to bring their WhatsApp number so they can deal with them now that we have shortlisted them and referred them. So good afternoon. The person said, I received this morning. Okay. And then I now give him go ahead. I said, please go ahead and engage with the staff. Okay. So he said, okay, that means I should provide my details. I said, yes, go ahead and have a conversation. Now you see him communicating with me saying, oh, prayer here. I got your reference regarding loan support from Isobi Royal Consult Limited. I handle student loan services for them. Please let me know when we can talk about it. So this is the loan advisor, communicating our student that we've already referred in terms of getting ready to do the whole process. And then again, after some time, that document I showed you before, after they've communicated, they now finally approved the loan for him. So I'm just clicking on this again, and if I click on my Zodo app to open it, so you can also see what I was showing you before. All right. So this was the same document that I was showing you a breakdown of what was approved. So you can see this student is starting in September 2025 to finish September 2027. Only tuition fee was approved based on their discussion and what he has tendered to them, which will guide you. And they approved 18,500 USD. No living expenses was approved, as you can see, zero. The university is shown the University of Hertfordshire. Remember, not all courses are eligible in every institution. So that course there is MSc in cybersecurity, and you can see the duration as well. The loan breakdown of 18,500 at an interest rate of 14.65 variable. So there's a fixed interest rate plus a little fraction that is variable. And this interest is APR, that means it's calculated per year. Then you can now divide whatever amount you get by 12 to know how much you'll be paying monthly. So as you can see, what it means is that this person will pay $508 for 7 years each month, okay? Which, like I said, you can even pay less. So long-term loan, you can see how they calculated it, 7 years, okay? A fixed interest rate of 10.18 with a variable of 4.47, giving us a total of 4.65. And then you can now go further to see a breakdown of it. So if you pay it for 7 years, you pay back $42, 662 dollars, and you're paying back 508 USD times 84. Okay, that is what you'll be paying. Now, this amount you are paying, it's not like your interest you are paying is $508. It's inclusive of both the interest and some of the principal amount that you have borrowed. All right. So I hope this is clear to you enough. Okay.
All right, so at this point, what I want to quickly show you is that for you to be successful with this loan approval, you need to have a clear credit report. As you can see, this particular applicant was asked to provide credit report, proof of address with utility bills, And then you also need to have your own money in your own account. As you can see, it was asked to provide $3,946, so or roughly $4,000. All right.
So if you are out there and you are seeking somebody to support you, first of all, to get admissions, if you have your own money, we are there to plan your own finance to support you with your application. And then if at all you don't have all of the money to support your study abroad dream, that is now when we can see how much you have and advise that yes, you can also use loan to augment the whole process. And if of course you don't have at all, but you want support with scholarship applications as well, we support you. Additionally, as well, some of the gains you will also receive from us is you have free visa application, whether it's for yourself alone or for you and for your dependents. So worry no more. If you are struggling with finance to study abroad in the UK, in Canada, in USA, and other European countries, please do reach out to us today and we will be glad to support you in applying for the loan to make your study abroad dream a reality. If you found this video helpful, I want to say, first of all, thank you for watching up until this end. And like I said, if you found it helpful, please do hit on that like button. Try to give me, some form of encouragement to keep on bringing you good information, even though we are an agency that is also supporting with your application for free. It's free of charge as well. Okay. But do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on our Facebook or Instagram handles as well at Isobi Royal Consult Limited. So that anytime we drop information and other goodies we drop regularly, you will be the first to be notified. Also, leave a comment in the comment section if you have any question you want to ask about loan application, frequently asked questions. I'll be happy to comment. Go to our website at www.isobiroyalconsultlimited and we'll be happy to chat with you there. If you click on the WhatsApp icon on our webpage, you will get through to one of our consultants and we'll be happy to support you. Okay. So, yes, I want to see you on the other side where you'll be winning, where you make your study abroad dream a reality through various loans. Okay. All right. So, I'll be seeing you in the next one and do stay blessed and do reach out. Please do subscribe and share it to others. Bye for now. Thank you.